Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Seafoam Bay. When last we left off, some people, some people went and found conversation. Others, the conversation found them. Let's see. We had... Get my thoughts in order here. We had, Lauren visiting Ingram Soot-Eye, kind of a historian eclectic, what is it? A historian and linguist by trade. Oren visited, managed to finally find time to visit Ingram, and was kind of given a lead as to where they could learn more about this book they had been handed. this book written in. Didn't I gave you? I told you what it was written in. At least passages of it. Yeah.
Yes, passages of it. Oh, I got kicked out of the game. Are written in. Wasn't Sylvan, but it was something equivalent to
Wild
a dialect
song.
of Sylvan.
Yeah. Yes. Which makes just a tiny bit of sense. And was told that you probably Ingram can read it, but translating is another issue entirely. So you were told your best bet would probably be with the Fae. And barring that, a conversation with Elty, you managed to grab tickets for a gala happening on the next day to see if maybe you could get in touch with the Greymoors direct instead of having to go into the Feywild. What? Although, I mean, come on, it's safe enough.
Fun fact, Orin can speak Fey and Arboreal, so Orin can speak for the trees.
God, I would hate to see Orin as the Lorax.
I speak for the trees. The trees tell me to keep the hat on. Everyone tells me to keep the hat on.
The trees tell me you're under citizen's arrest.
You're
under arrest. Imagine getting fucking got by oh god, what is his name? Old Oak Eyes or whatever from the opening of Fellowship. You're under arrest. Old Man Willow.
Under.
He was trying to drown them, so I guess they were under something.
Jesus. All right, moving on. Let's see. In other news, Devlin, our newest addition to the cast, had been enjoying a game of cards at, let's see, what did we say? The Sunken Sloop. When Alex made his acquaintance, and after a little bit of drinking, they decided to. Let's see. They didn't decide. I believe it was Eli that came along, right?
Yes, it was.
And invited them to the Elemental, all the while complaining about.
Hold on, I can't get my soundboard to work.
Honey, you mean Hercules?
I thought that was Heracles, not Eli.
I mean, he's half Heracles, so you know.
Honey, you mean Hercules?
Am I gonna regret making a stinger for your game?
I
think that means probably, yes. Okay.
Yes. I don't know. I've got lots of funny things on here.
Let's see here.
No.
In that time, you learned a couple of things. One that, a couple people's names have been added to the list. Most notably, Alex, and our new character, Devlin. Now, Devlin, how long had you been in the Bay before yesterday's session?
Several months. Enough time to make sure lodging's secure and that where to look for jobs.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. And let's see. Barring that, I think Ezekiel came by again, didn't he? If I remember right.
Ezekiel. Is that his name?
Xavier.
No, Xavier.
Xavier. Yeah,
I was
not
like...
Ezekiel. Xavier Ravencroft, yes.
Fun fact, Ezekiel was the name my dad wanted to name him. My mom was like, he's not going to know how to spell his name until the 5th grade. No, he's going to be Daniel.
Spell Daniel.
Boy.
I can't.
There you go. Okay. But no, Xavier came by and eventually, well, if anyone ever feels like joining me, I've got a private booth on the 2nd floor, and then left.
Got a little Pegasus there for a second.
Yugi boy.
What's the point? How did the rest of everybody's nights go? I'll start with Oren.
Oh. So that does lead me to a question for you, oh god of this realm.
Oh god.
This world has a lot of wacky mixes of technology. Do laundromats exist?
Yes, and someone desperately needs it.
Yeah, someone is going to the laundromat to get their fancy suit made fancy again.
2 seconds.
So they're back in the peasant clothes.
You don't just throw the suit out and get a new one?
I know, weird, right?
Oh, is
No.
is this
kidding, I
a
don't do
rich
that.
person joke? I'm too poor to understand.
Could say it's a little frugal of him.
Yeah, no, you're sitting in a laundromat. What district are you looking for one in? Or is it just going to be the nearest one to where you were at the anchor?
Probably that. I don't see
Okay.
Oren being very particular, and Oren doesn't really have like a settled space.
I can see that. So, you've got your back to one of these industrial dryers. You're shocked at the prices. It's, for basically they don't have any small washer dryers. So, for you, basically, you have paid a silver piece to wash your single set of clothes.
Damn. In this economy,
Yep. Especially when you're that poor.
thanks, 12-year-old king.
Thanks, Obama. Basically, is what you just said.
Yeah. Man.
Thanks, Obama.
Things were much better back under the previous crown. Previous crown.
Right, that was you, right? Mm-hmm. No.
Totally.
All right. Let's see here.
Greatest of kings.
You've got your back against the warm dryer, staring at the rest of this, fairly cramped laundromat. There are machines shoved everywhere into this spot. And it doesn't look like any of it's been maintained in years. Half of them have out-of-order signs.
Ugh.
Because you assume because they've run out of juice, and there hasn't been a runesmith by in a very long time to maintain them. The rain has started coming down out front, and between periodic openings and closings of the door, at some point, the dryer behind you dings. At the same time, outside, you hear the crack of a firearm.
Oh. This is most people hear the crack of a firearm, they throw themselves down to the ground, and they're like, oh god, you know, please, Taylor, or whatever the name of whatever god they worship, protect me. This person goes, oh boy, work.
But usually detectives don't show up until after everybody's already killed each other, right?
Well, yeah, the gunshot went off, so someone's already finished killing somebody.
That's fair.
Unless they, I'm just saying, son, if you can't kill an orc in 6 shots, then you just need to go back to the range.
Actually, I don't think I'm dead stabs. Ah, look, a murder. Someone's been shot by a gun.
Good
I got
old
better.
fantasy fuds out here. I'm just saying, if you need rifling in your barrel, you just need to go back to the range. Muskets are where it is at.
God, gotta fucking love it. If the M1 Abrams gun don't need rifling, neither does mine.
As the founding fathers and God intended.
God. All right. But yeah, you hear that. And most of the people in this room ignore it as best they can and try and continue on with their lives.
Aaron is not like giddy, but there is a certain excitement as Aaron has thrown open this dryer and is just tossing on clothes, half dressed, running through the streets, trying to put themselves back together as they make for the sound.
As soon as you step outside, immediately your nice, clean, dry clothes are drenched in the evening rainfall.
Is that Zappa? Or is that one of your
That's
cats?
my cat.
Oh,
One of
okay.
my cats.
I was just like, Zappa be sounding different.
Zappa's doing vocal therapy. Shut up.
There you go. I heard there's one in Seattle that does great work. Anyways,
For cats?
no, for people. All right, so, jeez,
But are
I have
we
to explain
sure?
the joke. It's not funny anymore. Damn it.
I didn't get the joke.
It's fine. We get it.
No, that was a Harley Quinn joke.
Oh. See, I didn't get that joke. All right. throw on your clothes and go running into the street. We'll come back to this in 2 seconds because I want to see how the night ended for the other two. Alex, how did your night end?
Probably. Let's see. We were at the. We probably. Did we leave right away or did we stick around? I can't remember. Computer. I forgot the news. Or did it just end right there?
It just ended right
at the
there.
bar.
I'm not like a heavy drinker, so like he probably was just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna go home, get myself sorted, and figure this out in the morning. So he probably went home. So like back to the manor.
Okay.
Yeah, after that
So-
one Everclear, that's enough for Devlin. He'd go back to the rope yarn to try and meditate on what just happened and try and figure out if he's in imminent danger, if Eli will cause him to be in imminent danger. Not Eli. Sorry,
Alex.
Alex.
I can't think of many people who can have more than one Everclear and not go, you know what, I think I'm fine.
He only had one. The bartender gave him two, and he gave the other one to Xavier. So he's like, yeah, you can have that. I'll just have
So,
one.
how much you been drinking, sir? An Everclear? Oh, like a shot? No. Pulls out the bottle.
Okay, to be fair, only once have I ever seen someone, well, not even in real life, just a video of someone chugging an Everclear.
Phew.
I hope they went and got their stomach pumped because
I was gonna say,
Otherwise-
I'm pretty sure you would just throw up, like, immediately. I think your body would go, oh, that's poison.
That's
That's
what you think.
poison.
That's what you'd think, but
that's what. Yeah, no, more off.
No.
Yeah, more likely
So-
what would happen is he would die.
yeah, or someone would have to induce vomiting.
Is there an easy way to do that? Like,
No, I speak from experience, not on me.
Yeah, it's a
On the other guy who had the other half of the bottle of 100 proof peppermint schnapps.
oof. Oh, hey,
depends on
Murph
the
person.
gave us
Drunk.
a hydrate. So
Ooh, hydrate.
hydrate.
And I'm not drinking Everclear.
You know, speaking of drink, though, I might go and have a Strongbow hard cider.
I'm just gonna make my root beer float after this. So anyway,
I got all this stuff in Scotland.
Scotland.
It sounds like it's made by John Stonefruit.
let's see. So we've got one going back to the rope yarn, one going back to Cooper Estate. Let's start with Alex in the rope yarn. Sorry,
Devlin.
Devlin in the rope yarn. My bad.
Okay.
I'll throw Devlin out there. So it's a not dingy, but a run-down little spot right on the edge of my sanity. Hold on 2 seconds and make this gridless, please. Thank you. There. Oh, I should probably activate it and, show you where you're at. The camera didn't move. Why didn't the camera move? Oh, no, the camera did. There's just... Okay.
Lag.
Anyway. So, yep, basically right off the ferry, past Ravencroft Outfitting, up the street, and on the left is the Rope Yarn Inn. Worn down little place, more or less. It's a 3-story establishment, well known for, the cheapest beds in town.
Cheap beds is good.
As you step in, that dinner's already done for the night. The bar is basically closed. There are still a couple of people hanging around finishing things up, but mostly it's just Adrastia.
Adrastia.
Yeah? Okay, Adrastia behind the bar, shooing people home. What does this look like? Your house? No. Give me that. You're done. Go. And you better not get sick on my hardwood either. Oh. Devlin. Pity. Your hangers, your hammock's still open.
That's great. Having problems getting people to abandon your lovely place?
Looks at another one sleeping on the counter, slaps his forearm. Come on, you. No sleeping in my bar. You're done. Go. And as he turns around, staggers off, as that first person she told to go home, you can hear outside, cleaning his shoes with his drink. Goes, what can I say? Cheap ale brings cheap customers. Best I can get.
Well, you'll do better as long as you're working at it. Things will improve. Just takes time. Lord, as I know, it takes time.
Who are you, my husband? Hammock's upstairs.
All right. I wish you a good night.
Uh-huh. Don't forget, rent's due at the end of the week.
Of course. I'm working towards finding more work.
Good.
You'll head upstairs.
Yeah, she doesn't say anything else. Just good. As you head upstairs to your hammock. Did you pay for the private bunks or the open floor?
Open floor.
Okay. So this is set up very much like the galley of a ship would be.
Yep.
Yeah, more or less hammocks wherever there's open rafter space. Yours is still hanging up right where you left it. The other nice thing about the Rope Yarn Inn is hammocks are not provided, so you had to provide your own.
Yep.
You climb into bed, thinking, what the hell have I gotten myself into?
And how did I get myself into it? Just randomly putting names on of people on lists is a very bad way to use your time.
Right? Somebody's got more money than brains. Let's see here. We're going to cut to... Let's go to Alex, who's the last person we haven't touched on yet, just real fast. Alex, what time... You stumble home late at night. We're probably talking 11 o'clock. It's not that you guys drank that late, it's that it takes that long to get home from where you were.
Yeah.
And so as you open the wrought iron gate, you've turned to shut it, and almost instantly, at your side... Oh, good master. Welcome home.
I'm pissed. He can tell I'm pissed, and I'm also pissed.
I see. Gotten into another disagreement with your brother?
Not with my brother. I'm going to bed. I just start like taking clothes off, dropping them as I go.
On the way from the gate to the house?
No, like once we get inside.
Okay,
I take off my overcoat, and then I just like take off like the straps of my overalls. Once I get to my room is when the final pieces come off.
I was going to say, not the strangest thing I've ever seen a noble do, but definitely up there.
It's like, it's that kind of instance where even though he is all for like the common folk and all that, and he wants to like help, thinks they deserve better, all that stuff, it's one of those things he's just kind of grown up and hasn't clicked that it's a, what do you call it? Privilege. It's a privilege thing that he just never really paid much attention to.
He's still got a little bit of that silver spoon in him.
Yeah.
Here, I'll go ahead and just move us over here, and I will just throw... I can just get rid of that. And then I can just throw Alex on there. Right there. And I'm losing my mind again because I forgot to get rid of the grid. There, that's better.
Nobody throws Alex in the corner. Wait, what?
I don't know. Would Xavier say the same?
Yeah. Xavier's too small. He can't throw Alex anywhere.
Oh boy.
Except on his bed.
All right, so you head on over. You head inside up to your room as oh gosh, what is his name? How do I not have a picture of him yet? Whoops. Jeffrey. No, yeah, Jeffries, right?
I think so.
Jeffries. As Jeffries is following behind, picking things up as you go. You get to the doorway of your room. He goes, I shall have these ready for the morning. If you do see your brother, let him know that he missed dinner.
Of course. I'll also need my clothes out for the gala tomorrow.
Ah, you've decided to go. Very good. Then I shall have something prepared for you. Is Master Sly going to be attending as well?
I don't character now. I'm not sure. Probably not.
Well, at the very least, I shall prepare something in advance, just in case.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeffries.
And nods and heads back down the hall, disappearing, just around the corner. Heading in. So let's cut back over to Oren.
Nope.
Oren,
Nope.
these gunshots, this gunshot, just a lone single gunshot. You get out into the rain, you're trying to pinpoint it. When you hear another one, the timing seems to be... Well, no, I'm not going to give you that just yet. You follow the second one down the street to the west. And less than 2 blocks away is the source of this, or at least the aftermath of. In an alleyway, you see a person leaning against a large garbage can, whatever the big roller bins.
A dumpster.
Yes, that's the word. Oh gosh, I'm starting to scare myself. Yeah, a dumpster. There is no evidence. There's what's that?
Arin will definitely approach with. Rankle is not in the hat right now. Rankle is playing Mink Boa.
Okay.
Or should I say Meat Boa? Cautiously approach. I'm assuming that this is our victim and that he is Sans victim.
Well, they are, on the ground, leaning up against a dumpster. A small puddle forming beneath them. There is no one else in this alleyway that you can see.
Are most guns in this setting caseless?
So, they're either caseless or revolvers.
Doing a quick survey of the area with, I think I have something where I can... I think I have a feat for something. No, but I do have something, I'm going to start touching everything around this area for psychometric resonance.
Okay. Do you touch the body first or last?
Probably first, but...
Okay.
Does a body count as an object for psychometric resonance?
I don't know. You're using their hand. What are you just like slapping the body? Are you touching it? What are you doing?
With it, you can read the psychic impressions left on objects.
Kick it with a toe. Kick it with a boot.
You must brush your bare hands over an object you pass while you do this.
Okay.
So it's very much like that stereotypical paranormal and psychic person who has to who they walk into a room and they brush their fingertips over everything. They're like, the reading of this room.
You, I'm assuming, touch this person on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And their head tilts. You shoot me, then you're gonna try and...
Oh, you're alive!
Steal from me? What did you think? Just got shot. I'll be fine.
Kneel down next to this person and be like, you're gonna be a lot less fine if you keep struggling. Now stay still while we get some ambulances here.
Ambulances? We're in Memorial Park, kid.
Fortunately, I don't think I have a spell to... I mean, I could force him to, relax by using sleep on him.
You are right down the road from Beecher's.
How heavy does this guy seem?
He's dressed in the same ragged street clothes that you see so many people here in Memorial Park wearing. That touch on his shoulder is enough to let you know he's not very heavily built. It's a fairly slight frame, maybe from, malnutrition, or maybe just a thin frame. But he's a full-grown adult nonetheless.
Between Arin and Rankle, who can use the manipulate action, as fucking terrifying as that is, I think that Arin and Rankle will get him to Beecher's first. That's the most important thing.
Okay.
It's one of those, Arin's getting him up under the shoulders, trying to get him to, lay back, and carry him. We don't want to know how, but Rankle is somehow carrying him by the legs.
And as you pull as you pull his arms away from his torso, you can see he's been shot twice, both times in the stomach.
Ugh, oof.
Yeah. So getting him to Beecher's is probably a good idea. You assume.
We're going as fast as someone who's, I mean, not weak because don't have a negative strength modifier, but not very strong. And a horrific monster, a rejected Muppet, if you will, can get someone to the doctor.
It's a slow half carry, half drag, half waddle. But slowly you manage to pull him up to Beecher's doorstep. Beecher's door is closed, and the closed sign is over the window, but you know that she's around all hours.
If I try the door, is the door unlocked?
The door is locked.
Well, you know what this leads to. Knocking at the door.
Beecher! Beecher!
Yeah, it's Beecher! Someone's dying! Very loudly.
Your voice echoes up and down the street. Someone's dying, and the sound of rapping on a glass door.
Someone just down the street. Who cares?
Go to bed!
Someone else is gonna be dying if you don't shut up!
Shut up! Yeah, I can see that. Lights coming on the high rises around you.
Dogs barking.
Yep. Some people chucking trash out of their windows.
Rankle
And it's
visibly wants to go eat it.
It's a good 20 seconds before you see from the darkness of the interior, out of the murk, comes Beecher. Which, Devlin, you've never seen Beecher before. I know you're not there, but I want to introduce people to Beecher.
Okay.
You know what? Did I even get a picture of Beecher? I don't have a picture of Beecher. That makes me sad. She's a younger lady with prominent scars across her basically the right side of her body, her face, and her hand and arm.
Okay.
As she comes up, yanks the door open. What the fuck are you? Another one.
Beecher,
All right.
he's dying.
Yep. Come on. This way, she says, rubbing the sleep from her eyes.
Does she have any reaction to Rankle being the one to carry this guy? Well, the way it is Rankle has grown two very human-like arms sprouted out about halfway down his length. But, they look more like scarecrow arms than people arms. Like, they look like they're made out of wood. But they end in, like, chicken feet.
She doesn't care at all. This is the first person you've met that has been so thoroughly jaded. It's like, I don't care if, if a dead god is the one doing the carrying. Just bring him in.
Rankle probably brings up the rear, since we're probably bringing him in head first. But get him up wherever Beecher wants him to be.
Right. So from her standard barbershop parlor in the front, she leads you into a side door with a space for what, looks like a doctor's office of sorts. There's a table, a desk, and full of different tools and items, and then a swivel chair. That's it.
Orin probably needs some help to get him up on the table.
Yeah, and
then
she does.
Rankle will crawl half onto the table to drop off his legs and then slink off the other way.
Oh boy. Okay, let's see here. She rolls this man onto his side, despite his protesting, and she goes, "Oh, well, that's the one sign of good news today." As she pats this guy on the arm, went clean through. Rolls him back. You could see 2 dark splotches and holes in the back of his jacket.
Yeah, Arin looks about as perturbed as most people would be to be looking at gunshot wounds. Rankle is licking his teeth.
Licking his teeth. Take a look, kid. Small caliber. Take it. Yeah, she's probably, as she's rolling him back over. Take a good look, kid. Small caliber. Fortunate for this guy. Some of those larger calibers, well, there's nothing left.
It's my
As she gets right to work. Tools cutting out an area around the wound. Grabbing practical tools from here and there. Going in. Alright, I just... grabs anesthetic. Applies local anesthetic to the area against his howls. And I don't have any general to give you, bud. I'm out of that. Been out of that. You're just going to have to deal with this as is. Be thankful that I've still got local. And before long, she's got all sorts of utensils out, working on it. Working on this guy. She spends like half a second looking back at you and then Rankle. And it's... What, are you here to watch the show, or what? Most people don't stay this long.
Arin has pulled out the monogrammed journal. Although the monogram does not fit his name, it has a big IS on it.
IS?
For Ingram Soot Eye.
Oh, that's
She
right.
gave it to him.
I remember that now.
And is taking down notes. It's like, well, as soon as he's stable, I'd like to ask him some questions about what happened.
That's assuming I can get this under control, she says. Damn it. Alright.
And
Okay.
Rankle, for his part, is cleaning the floor of all the blood.
I don't like that.
Gross.
Oh god, I need to get a Gruntilda.
God. Okay. It's a moment before. Oh, okay. You know what? Fine. You're getting the last spark I've got for tonight. As she mutters a couple of things under her breath, there is a almost like the guy lights up like a beacon. There's a bright glow emanating from the guy's torso. And then it's done. She moves away. The gunshots are completely gone. And she's packing up her tools like nothing ever happened in the first place.
Huh. Oh.
I have to give them a minute. Usually that kind of stuff takes a bit out of them, too. As she
Thank you
says,
for doing
looking
that.
more tired than ever. Go ahead.
You look like you need rest. Go. I'll make sure that everything's taken care of here.
What, you know someone else that knows how to fix gunshot wounds? I don't think so.
Well, it looks fixed now.
Sure, he's fine, but what happens when another Good Samaritan, 15 minutes after you leave, brings another one for me to fix? As she walks back over to her swivel chair, sits down, and leans up against the wall.
Rankle has an answer when she says that. Is he looks over at her and his little grubby front hands of rubs them together all mischievously and just goes.
You keep that thing away from my patient. Can't have him disappearing like the last one.
The last one, you lost a patient?
No, not lost. He walked off.
Huh. That seems a little ungrateful.
Speaking of ungrateful, I don't mean to sound ingrateful, but I don't exactly have anything to give you guys.
Well, I don't charge.
And thankfully for you, it's pay what you can for me. Oh,
Well, she's out that money.
That's great. I just okay.
Yeah, I think the only one here who would want anything is Rankle, and he's getting what he wants right now, pointing to him finishing cleaning the floor.
Oh God, what the fuck is that little gremlin of yours?
He's a what's-it? I don't really know. Apparently he works for a bunch of witches and hags, you know, things like that.
Oh, as they manages to sit up on the operating table. Oh.
You know,
What?
you could pay me back by answering a few questions.
Fine, what do you want to know?
Well, first of all, who are you?
What's it matter?
Well, if I can establish who you are, I can establish why someone might want to kill you.
It's Memorial Park. Everyone wants to kill everybody these days. Fine.
But most people kill with a reason.
Name's Volk. V-O-L-K.
Do you have any enemies, Mr. Volk? Someone who would want to kill you?
Everybody's got a fucking... Everybody's got a problem with everybody in this town. At least over here. But the people that caught me in the alleyway earlier, no, I don't know them. Didn't know them.
Is there anything striking or remarkable about
Yeah.
them?
Yeah, white masks.
Any features to the masks, or blank?
Plain as the moon.
Did they say
Porcelain
anything?
kinda looking. Yeah. hand over your money. And then they fucking shot me.
Did you have anything on you at the time, sir?
My money.
Well, this is Memorial Park. They could have been like, "Give me your money." I don't have any money. Shit.
Oh, kid, I don't think you understand. Alright, fine. I'll level with you. I'm a courier. Yeah, I had my courier satchel with me.
There better not have... I swear to God, if there was a platinum chip in there... But,
A platinum what now?
No, that was me out of
Fallout
character
reference.
going, I swear
I
to
know,
God,
I know.
if that's the case, then this entire fucking game was rigged from the start.
Always has been.
What were you carrying on you at the time? And who was it meant to go to?
My boss. Fuck.
And its contents?
Look, do you really want to know? Because, I know that I'm living on borrowed time right now. Because, I'm gonna have to tell my boss what I've lost, and then, well, Beecher's gonna wish that she hadn't spent any of her energy on me here. Beecher's
Points to,
already asleep.
Points to his mismatched eyes and Rankle and goes, my boss is that way too.
Oh shit, a warlock?
Something like that.
Well.
I'm still figuring all of this out.
Well, one of these days you'll figure it out. Or maybe you'll be blessed like me and won't. Still getting a little bit of static from computer, unfortunately.
Sorry about that. I'll see if I can fix it.
It's all good. I just think I just know it's coming across stream too. That's all.
I don't know if or when I'll figure out anything involving the coven, but that's not important right now. What's important leans in and with a bit of a mischievous witch smile is like, if you want to get revenge on the people who just put you in the early grave, you have to help me.
And what's a 12-something looking guy like you gonna do anything about it?
Oh, just a little bit of dark magic, a little bit of resentfulness, I think is the word that they use for my patron.
Oh, please. These people already look like they're a part of a cult.
Oh, then what better to track down a bunch of cultists than someone else who may or may not be involved in something way beyond their understanding? I just need to know what was in that courier satchel.
The district
Look.
map.
Yeah, sorry, I took us to the district map. On my bad.
It's blank for me.
Oh,
That's not for me.
it's
Oh, let
Yeah,
me
it's not.
reconnect.
okay.
Refresh. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. Look, I work for the House of Lords, all right? That satchel was documents that was meant to go to the Pendletons tonight from Whimsy.
Oh, I might have just found a way out of this. What if I blamed them for the documents they lost before already?
I'm here to help you. He blames him.
Listen, I'm getting hunted
Scariest
down
thing
by
I've
the
ever
law.
heard. I'm from the government, and
I'm
I'm here to
from
help.
the government, and I'm here to help. But do you have any idea what these documents were about?
I'm not allowed to look. I just know they were important. Otherwise, they wouldn't have needed them delivered tonight.
These two that shot you. You said there were two. What kind of firearms were they using?
Didn't get a very good look at them. Small, though. Fit in the palm of your hand.
Was there anything distinguishing about what they wore other than the masks?
You know, you mention it, it is the funniest thing. Robes. Black robes, almost like they were in a fucking cosplay of some sort.
Black robes.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? If you're gonna dress
No.
up to commit a crime like that, the mask I can kind of understand, even though it is a little extra. But robes?
Could mean any number of things. Could mean that they had normal clothes underneath the robes so that they could blend back in afterwards. Could be they were trying to blend in or obscure something about their frame. Can you describe your assailants anymore? Were they tall, short?
Both were about my height, that's it.
They spoke to you. Anything distinctive about the voice?
Muffled. At least from under that mask. It's hard to tell if it was a man or a woman.
Is there anything else you can tell me that might help in my investigation?
No, I don't think so. Am I free to go get fired now?
Unless you want to accompany me back to the crime scene.
No, thank you. think I've seen there all I need to see.
All right, Mr. Volk. I'll see what I can do. Thank you for your cooperation.
Not. Looks at you, looks over at Beecher, who's snoring quite loudly
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah.
Now, I didn't think my investigatory skills were that boring, says with a little smile.
He unconsciously rubs a spot on his hand, looks down, decides, takes the ring off of his finger, puts it on the operating table. Looks like I'm not going to need that anymore. Tell Beecher it's payment.
All right.
And
Stay safe for the rest of the night if you can.
Oh, kid, one day you'll learn how this works. But thank you for what it's worth.
I think we can make of this whatever we want. We just have to try a little harder.
Without another word, he leaves.
Aaron would like to look at the ring.
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
gonna take it, but wants to investigate.
Well, you pick it up. It's a plain, unadorned ring. But you look on the inside and you see that it's a gold band. And on the inside, it has a thin strip of platinum in the middle.
No engravings, no markings on it?
No engravings, no markings, no nothing. And you didn't see which hand he pulled it off of. But this is you're thinking it's not a wedding ring.
Mm-hmm. By the sounds
It's a
of it,
little-
it must have something to do with his employment.
Maybe. Maybe.
Would
Do you have anything else you want to do here?
Would there be any sort of role to recognize if there is a group that uses rings like that as mark of station?
Society.
Because we live in one.
Honk honk.
I'm going to use that society one a lot because it talks a lot about history.
Damn.
11.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna re-roll because we can.
0 points.
That was almost a 1. And I was gonna go, we re-roll it because we can.
So, you're inspecting the ring, and a couple of different things come to you at once before you realize that you've seen this patterning before. It was on one of the rings that Whimsy was wearing, except Whimsy's banding was on the outside, not the inside.
Lucy wore a silver ring with platinum on the exterior. Well, he did say that he's either working for Whimsy or he works for the Pendletons and works alongside Whimsy, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you'd like to do for her?
Aaron will leave the ring and go back to the crime scene.
Take the ring.
There's a part of me that's thinking that not for my typical loot goblin reasons of money, but because that could be potentially evidence of some sort of conspiracy I might be unraveling. I gotta set up the cork board now.
You gotta have a building to set up a corkboard.
well, maybe if some of my rich friends would invite me. They already have a bat cave.
They do.
I thought they
We
did.
do?
They've got a shooting range.
Yeah, the bat cave. When
They've got an Alfred.
Exactly, they gotta have something. They're already, like, committing to the bit that hard.
So, long story short, you go back not 20 minutes later to this, no, about half an hour, a half hour later, to the same alleyway. You swear it is the same alleyway. And you find nothing.
Damn.
The dumpster is gone. The other trash bins in the alleyway are gone. Even the blood on the ground is gone.
Mystery!
Just saying, I might be uncovering something that the elites don't want you to know.
The bees are dying.
No. That's what they don't want you to know. The bees. They run everything. Snake, this all has to go back to the Philosopher's Stone.
There it is.
Perfect. For a second there, you said, I thought it said the Philosopher's Stowe. And I'm like, what does Harriet Beecher Stowe have to do with this?
Everything, Snake. She was secretly part of the Illuminati and the Freemasons Guild at the same time.
God. All right, let's. If you're done for the night with your investigation, I will cut to somebody if that works for you.
One small thing, it might be too late in the night for it, but this can be something
good.
we come back to later. Does Aaron have a contact when it comes to jewelry?
Let's see here. So, if I remember right, well, let me just take a look at the Book of People.
Because now we have to go back to the Anchor and ask them about the cultists, if that's what they are.
I can tell you there is one person in your mind that you know would probably have a good idea.
Uh-huh.
It'd be your new buddy and clothier at Martha's Boutique, Acheron.
Yeah.
They're jewelry adjacent.
Let's go. See if
It
we
would
can't make
be-
a nighttime call to Acheron, and if not, we'll go in the morning.
I will say it is gonna be a morning thing.
Alright, that works. Yeah, probably get that scene where, now that everything is settled, looking down this alleyway where everything used to be, Aaron just looking a bit perplexed, as Rankle clambers up on his back, resting on his shoulder, trying to get out of the rain. Somehow, Rankle looks even more disgusting, soaked through to the bone, if he even has bones.
Oh god. You know, this music's pretty good. I was about to switch over to the noir stuff, but yes, this is pretty fitting. Go and find a spot to hunker down for the night. In this dirty, grimy,
Dirty city.
sinful city.
Oh god, all of the colors gone except for striking reds and yellows.
No. Welcome to Sin City.
Well, but I mean, if you're the main character in Sin City, that means you're bulletproof, right? Just as long as they don't hit you in the head.
It'll be black
Well,
and
that
gray,
and-
and the voiceover will change to sound like Nicolas Cage.
That and it will know they're bad guys if they have yellow. We'll just automatically know they're bad guys.
the Declaration of Independence in that day. What he did find
Dude.
was his inspiration. This has been a voiceover by Nicolas Cage.
What he did find.
Please watch me when I play Spider-Man Noir.
What he did find.
They're working on it.
Was another shirt in the break room and a pinball machine.
Nicolas Cage is one of those actors that doesn't play characters. He just plays Nicolas Cage.
Pretty much.
I kind of want to see. So he's in a short movie based off of my favorite short story of Lovecraft's, and I hear it's fucking awful.
Oh, Color Out of Space?
Yep, The Color Out of Space.
Aw. Yeah, I didn't hear whether it was good or not.
I've heard
Unfortunate.
it's like laughably bad, but I kind of want to see it just because it's The Color Out of Space.
True. It's a good story.
Hard story to adapt to a movie, I think.
True.
Oh, guys, the colors made me go insane.
All right. Morning comes for everybody. Morning arrives for everybody. I know what you were thinking. All right. I was about to say, where's your Amy when you need him? But let's see. Morning arrives for everybody.
We get a but Hey guys, I'm here.
Alex, do you wake early or late in the morning?
Probably pretty early. I mean, he doesn't really get hangovers too much because really high constitution. And he wanted to be prepared for the day.
Okay.
Now he's got to be vigilant, make sure no one tries to come and kill him.
Well, speaking of, you wake up for the morning and head down for breakfast. If you do, I'm assuming you eat breakfast.
Oh yeah. He's a growing
And
boy. He needs his food.
Right? It's everything that Jeffries normally prepares. Your favorite food, which is, I don't know, favorite breakfast food.
Probably just bacon and eggs. Nice and simple, but delicious as fuck.
Ah. Good morning, young master. How are we taking your eggs this morning?
Scrambled. Like my brain.
Ah. The Alex special coming up. Wisteria is there already. She is eating probably, oh gosh, what's the most Victorian breakfast I can think of?
Soft boiled eggs.
Like 2 boiled eggs and a half of cantaloupe or something like that.
Porridge.
Over toast.
Over toast, there you go. Well, good morning. You're the first person I've seen today other than Jeffries.
Good morning. You going to that gala tonight? I mean, I would assume so, but...
I had been planning on it, but I may have to work late tonight.
I'll probably be going. Figure it'd be good to get out there a little bit.
If you see Sly, please encourage him to go. It's good that he socializes with normal people, she says with a small smile.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Chasing childhood friends around the island is one thing, but at the end of the day, I really wish he would grow up. That's neither here nor there. If you do happen to hear anything while you're out and about a missing courier, please let me know. Mine was supposed to come last night with sensitive documents, and that hasn't happened. And as I've told, Our Lady, says Jeffries, just out of the blue over your right shoulder, putting down a huge pile of scrambled eggs and bacon and in toast on the table. I have received word from several other families that the same thing has happened to their nightly messages.
Oh, okay. So it's not just her. I was like, gasp! She's in on it.
She's in on it. God, you think I'd make your sister blatantly evil? Come on now.
I don't know. It's
She's
you.
rich, that's evil enough. But then again, so are you, so...
mean, you
No,
said
I'll
it.
leave that. I'll leave that one with right there where where it is.
Hashtag offended.
Offended.
Get
said,
over it.
Okay, take the silver spoon out of your mouth and say that again.
I can't. It's stuck.
Can't, it's stuck. Oh god. Seems like these mornings just get wilder and wilder.
Well, I figured this morning was pretty normal. What?
Well,
Wow.
no, it's just... I suppose I meant the nights. The nights get wilder and wilder.
Ah, that's fair.
You know, ever since... Tell me, what do you think of our new arrivals to the bay? She says.
Seem like decent folk if some of them aren't kind of an asshole, but, you know, every group's gonna have its share of assholes.
Hmm. Anything else?
I mean, they've got a ship that sinks but goes underwater and then comes back up.
Yes. People on the hill are somewhat worried because of that.
But we're on the ground.
They say-
What are they gonna do? Dig underground in a... No.
They say they're here to trade. But that vessel is no ambassador ship. That's a weapon of war.
Didn't see it like that. But that makes sense.
Some of us got to take a small tour the other. It's... For the first time in a long time, you've seen, you know, more than just stressed. Wisteria is genuinely concerned.
Oh.
Think nothing of it. It was just a question. Please. Eat up. I need to get to the House of Lords to figure out what exactly is going on with my messages.
God, I started digging in.
Oh, and young master, later today, if you could, well, I am once again having issues locating Sylvester. If you could find him and let me know if he is planning on attending tonight, then I can arrange transportation for you both, as well as ask him what color he's going to be wearing tonight.
I'll see if I can dig him up in whatever back alley hostel he's staying in.
Good, good. In that case, I shall leave you to it. Leave the plates there. I shall attend to them after you've left.
You're too good for us.
Just doing my duty.
Yeah,
Is there anything else Alex needs to do?
nah, he's just gonna dig into the food. Like I really want to right now. Oh my god, bacon and egg sounds amazing.
A little bit of cheese on
Oh.
the eggs.
Can we get food after this?
Yes, that's what I've been thinking. Anyway, especially since I don't work tomorrow. Didn't
Hell
work today.
yeah.
All right. Let's cut over to our our last person here for the moment. Devlin.
Mm-hmm.
Devlin, do you dream at night?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Tonight your dreams are fairly uneventful. It's the stock and standard stuff. What is that for Devlin, now that I'm thinking about it?
Oh, stock and standard. Usually it's things that are going on in his life. So I guess right now It's probably about chasing a piece of paper with his name on it.
Perfect. I love that. You chase it all the way up a clock tower to the edge of a clock tower, off onto this plank, onto the crow's nest of a ship, and back down. You find yourself finally catching up to it at the wheel of a ship when you wake up and realize something's shaking your hammock.
Okay. It's time to take a look out of my hammock and see if someone's poking me.
Come on, morning time. Everybody knows what that means.
Uh,
Breakfast ends in 15 minutes.
oh,
Oh shit!
thank you for the information. And he'll roll out of the hammock. He's got cat
And he-
paw.
And you perfect. Land on the hammock and
He's
are
used to this.
out towards the stairs and down before anybody else has had a chance to get to their hammocks. This place is I mean, really handled like a military operation here. There are ropes attached to all of these beams, and there are people yanking on them to wake people up. That's what, twisted. That's what rocked your hammock.
Gotcha.
And the courtesy 15 minutes for breakfast is not exactly true, but it gets you going in the morning.
Yes, it does.
Downstairs, you're one of the first people there. There's a line across. I wouldn't exactly call it a buffet. It's more just a couple of people. You get this and this and this and that. You work your way through the line, find yourself a small table or booth. I'm trying to decide. Where do you sit?
He'll take a table. He doesn't mind leaving the booth for
Gotcha.
people who want to gather together.
One of the few amenities about this place, I suppose we can call it that, is the they don't mind serving beer for breakfast.
No, not beer for breakfast for me.
Well, you do get probably something else to drink, but there is that tankard of beer sitting there.
Ah,
It's not a choice. They give it to you. Either way, you've gotten semi-used to it. I'm not exactly sure if this is Devlin's favorite place to live.
probably not, but it suffices. And you can't
It's a living.
improve yourself without going through some hardships.
True enough. You sit down, food in front of you. It's pretty standard affair. There's oatmeal, there's bacon, there is a selection of fruit, and then there is probably coffee. But other
Coffee,
than that,
definitely.
it's pretty Spartan, right?
Coffee and fruit. What kind of fruit, and in what state? Hopefully, something that can be carried around till later on.
So the fruit is an interesting question, because normally they're using like tree kind of fruit, so apples, sometimes oranges, pears, peaches, that kind of thing. This time, it's grapes from a vineyard. Probably the Beaumont vineyard. You haven't been around super long, but you seem to remember them saying they were getting a batch in. That Beaumont had too much, and they were falling off the vines before they could, get them fermented. Before they started to ferment. So
That's
these
great.
are fresh grapes from the Beaumont vineyards. You've got grapes, a kiwi, which you've seen once before on ships, and something you've never seen before.
A child.
Long,
What does it look
curved,
like?
yellow fruit in the skin.
Okay. And look around and see how people are, if they are eating these things.
It's probably at that moment. You're looking around to see what people are doing, and you hear, "What the hell is this trash?" Huh? Oh, thank our new sea friends. They brought those over. I guess, they're trying to offload them, so... Eat up, whatever the hell it is.
They probably got it from the bottom of the sea.
No, you dimwit, it's a banana. Just because they don't grow here doesn't mean you've never had it before. Wait, that's what a banana looks like? Yeah, what did you think a banana looked like? I don't know, man. I just like the banana-flavored cotton candy that they have at Market Day. And this starts an uproar. You have general, oh gosh,
Chaos.
Chaos ensues. There's half-hearted bitching all over the place. Sailors, cotton candy. What the fuck is the world gone to? So now you know what a banana looks like. You've maybe have never seen one. Apparently it's a flavoring here, but most people haven't seen the fruit before.
Yes, anyone figured out how to eat it yet, though?
You do see a couple of people, well, what they've done is they've taken a knife, cut it in half, and just peeled the skin off from there.
Okay.
There's a soft inner core to this banana. No one's figured out that you can just pinch the butt off and then it peels open real easy. But, you know.
Eat horse
Sailors. Work hard, not smart. Right?
But instead of splitting it in half, you can chop the butt off and peel it back. You'll try
I don't
that.
like eating... I don't think I'd like to try that.
Eat whole thing.
Those peels are nasty. And then, by the way, we're pretty sure back in high school we didn't get bananas, we got plantains.
Oh,
Right.
I'm very sorry for you.
I guess
and
you're
still...
also going to complain that you're the kind of person that doesn't eat their watermelon with the skin on.
Jesus. So we would get them. They're bright green, right?
Yeah.
They're like, if this is a banana, it's way too green, and if it's a plantain, it's still way too green. But you're a freshman in high school, and you're like, well, I don't want to look like a dumbass, so I'll just try and peel it, right? You peel it open, and there's a second skin underneath because it's that fucking green. So you peel that skin off, and by the time you've gotten it open, it is so mashed beyond recognition, there's nothing to eat.
Ah.
So anyway, you see some people, opening these, cutting them open with a knife.
Yeah, cutting them open with a knife looks like the best way. And he will try it. That's not finger food. The gloves go in a the grapes go in a pocket. Because those can be munched on all up until noon. This thing I have to eat right here because messy.
Right. You're peeling it open, and you hear the sound of somebody sitting down in the booth next to you. Or across from you.
I'll look and see who it is.
Look up. It is a dapper-looking man in the most ostentatious clothes you've ever seen. Electric blues and golden yellows, highlighted with the brightest pink you've ever seen.
Look at the person. Look at the stairs that go to the beds. Look at him again. You didn't sleep here tonight, did you?
Oh, heavens no. I'm sorry. Good looking breakfast there, I suppose. You can see he doesn't have anything in front of him.
I suppose. What are you doing in a place like this, though?
Well, frankly, I'm looking for people who can work, and I was pointed in your direction.
I can work. What kind of work do you have?
But first, introductions. My name's Acheron, he says, putting his hand out across the table.
I'll shake the hand. Damien Darren Devlin, but everyone just calls me Devlin.
Are you a Darren kind of Devlin, or just a Damien kind of Devlin?
I think I'm just a Damien kind of Devlin. I don't want to be particularly daring.
Well, then maybe I've come to the wrong place. But I shall, let's continue. Devlin. Maybe you recognize me, maybe you don't. A lot of people around here in the mornings are new, and they don't exactly know a lot of the people around here. I work for Martha's Boutique, as the clothing here clearly demonstrates. And I'm putting together a crew. Unfortunately, one person I had picked for this crew is MIA. And I find myself in need of a backup. And I've heard you're just the sorcerer for the job.
Ah, that's the kind of work you have. Yes, I could be. What is required?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I kind of glances to the side. I think this would be something we could discuss in more detail when we have the crew together. All I'm asking is one meeting with everybody else. I can explain a little bit of what's going on, and then you can all make your decisions from there.
I'll accept. Good work is hard to find.
Good. There'll be a meeting. Let's see, it's going to have to be after the gala tonight. You are going, yes?
I have heard of it, but I have no invitation.
Well, then let me fix that right away, he says, reaching into one of his suit pockets, placing a ticket on the table. Please? Some of your future crew members, I think are going to be attending as well. With luck, you might be able to get a head start on that, what do they call it? Bonding? That good crews tend to do?
Yes. Yes, I'm looking forward to it now.
Good, good. Let's see. I suppose I can at least fill you in on the details. I have yet to discuss with the Cooper twins, but I believe that the Cooper twins would be amicable to our little arrangement here.
I have met them.
Oh, you have? Then all the better. Yes, I think I will be... Unfortunately, one of them is a little hard to pin down, so maybe a moment until I find him. But the other one I may be able to run into and get an invitation in his lap. That being said, what else? There is, the young little wanderer who got himself into trouble, keeps getting himself into trouble. Is that? Yes, Aaron Wieldgrasp. A magic user like yourself, although where your habits are given, his were bought, if you know what I mean.
I have an idea.
Good. Yes, and then one Juniper Moonguard. Let me let you in on a little secret here in town. If you see something run by the Moon Gardens, just know that they're all the same family. So, if you meet one and happen to piss that one off, you've pissed them all off.
I see.
Yes, de facto nobility here, but, dangerous nonetheless. But I understand. big sister is trying to establish an empire here in town. So far, she's doing so well. She's gotten her hands on a coffee shop and a tabloid that she's trying to turn into, well, I would pick up an edition of This Morning when they get out, and you will see what I mean. I'm sorry. I have talked.
Sounds like interesting people to me.
All interesting people. I'm sorry. I've rambled on for far too long. Suffice to say, I will set up a meeting date and time with you and everyone else. I think I'm going to put it at Martha's Boutique, let's say Sunday night. I think that should... Well, hold on. I think Sylvester is going to be planning a little escapade of his own on Sunday night. Something to do with getting his name off a list. Let's see here. Oh, was that in character?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Okay. I heard something drop, my bad. Let's try for, well, a week from today. How's that sound?
That sounds splendid.
Good. And, let's see. Oh, I suppose you're on that list too. Well, then maybe I'll let him know. Maybe he'd be interested in hiring you as well.
What list would that be? Leading question.
Right. Oh, if you didn't already know, Mr. Sly has been put on a... Well, let's just say he's managed to piss somebody off and they've put him on the loony pre-leave watch list. Although, unfortunately, someone has started adding coinage to it. I think this is day 2, so by the end of the day there should be 2 gold there.
And how does one get off of this list if they're on it?
Unfortunately, there are only 2 ways to get off one of those lists. 1, you find the person who put you on the list and get them to take you off. 2, you destroy the list.
I like his thinking.
I see.
But, I would never condone a violent attack of arson upon one of the city's most notorious group of assassins, thieves, and thugs.
No, of course not.
Never. Never in my wildest dream would I.
In the distance.
I wouldn't try to go up against anything like that.
Never. Especially with friends, that just... More friends leads to more issues, as they say.
Yes, just like more money tends to lead to more problems.
Ah, yes, more money, more problems. Well, that being what it is, he says after a small break. Unless that was your segue to discuss coinage.
No. I'm not going to make a backhanded deal behind everyone else's attempts. We'll probably make our attempt at a good cost together.
I was going to say good bargaining skills. It would really be unfortunate if I were able to lowball you before you knew exactly what you were getting yourself into.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, that being what it is, he sticks his hand out across the table.
And I'll shake it again.
Okay.
Until next time.
Until we meet again. Hopefully tonight. Please, enjoy yourself on my dime. You just have to say, put it on Acheron's tab.
Thank you.
Of course. Stands up and loses himself in the crowd.
And I'll go back to eating my banana.
It's good. it's perfect. It's that perfect measure of ripe, just before it starts to get a little too much.
Ooh.
For everybody, that's a little bit different, so I'm not going to tell you what the peel looks like. For me, leopard spots, perfect. Other people, it's too far gone. But anyways. So we've talked about what Alex is doing this morning, what Aaron is doing this morning. What is the plan for Mr. Devlin's day?
Well, now the day is find something gala-worthy to wear. And, make sure I have all my provisions in case there has to be a run and hide situation.
At the gala? Come on. Nothing bad ever happens at parties.
Not necessarily at the gala, but perhaps after.
Fair. Let's see here. Journals, letter. Let's see here. Locations. Let's see here. Well, funnily enough, in the Diamond District, that's where a lot of the big clothiers are. So you have... Okay, so there is Martha's Boutique itself, which does... their tagline is, bridging the gap between middle-class function and high-end fashion. Their big claim to fame has been, well, kind of the modern movement of clothing going on right now. For example, most of your dock workers, overalls or jeans and t-shirts. Hoodies are a thing because of these people, in addition to, pants that aren't slacks. Just put it that way.
Pantaloons.
You've got... Right. Denim's is all the rage right now. You've got Red Rose. Don't stand the heat. Be the heat. God, I'm so fucking funny sometimes. Anyways. If you were looking for something with a slightly more adventurous tent, there is Loss.
God damn it.
It's dedicated to all your misadventure needs.
Sorry. You said Lost, and my first thought was the comic.
What do you think it's based off of, my friend?
Oh, god
Is
damn
that
it.
Loss?
Their literal signage is just the Lost symbol.
The Lost symbol? No, Lost is the TV
Loss
channel.
as in, no, the comic book. We'll have to ruin everything for you.
Yes.
So it's the cross. Oh, actually, somebody can put it on. Oh god, yes, I'll put it on the map for people to lose their shit at next time they're here.
I'll kill you. I'm kidding.
I don't think you'll kill me. So
No.
I believe I got that right.
Okay.
Where am I looking? Oh, yep. I think
It's a Gen Z thing.
Don't know it. Looks like hobo signage.
Lucky you don't know it. Lucky you.
Lucky.
Lucky that he doesn't know? Yeah, I'd call that pretty
No.
lucky.
That was a joke. You're just like, lucky. And I was like, don't summon her! Don't do it!
Today is a day of references, folks. You're
Don't
gonna
do
get
it.
none of them.
My dear, have you not seen what one of the noble house's last names are in this place?
Yeah.
And if you go to the big book of people, and you go to the nobility, Marcin Andretti is number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I saw that name.
I was hoping What a fool! What a fool I was!
That's right. What a fool you were.
Yugi boy.
Oh.
Yugi boy. No, goddamn no. Please don't. I don't
Marcina
know.
Andretti was constantly chewing gum, and she would take it out of her mouth and put it back in. You can't do that!
What is this a reference to?
I'll put it in chat.
God. I mean, it's Orange Man, but yes. Oh.
Sorry, I have a visitor.
You can't do it. It's disgusting.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So, if you're looking for high-end fashion, there are some places.
Well, there's only one place that is called Martha's Boutique, isn't there?
This is true.
And if
Are
I'm
you
doing-
planning on going to Martha's Boutique?
Well, Acheron said to drop his name, and that's the only place he's mentioned. So, why would I give his business to the competitor for the place I'm potentially working for?
Fair enough. So, all right, we'll have you heading to Martha's Boutique. I'm going to have somebody get there a little early first. Somebody that was trying to head there in the first place during the night. I don't know who that is, but they'll tell me here in a sec.
No.
Okay, Oren. So, you decide... so you head there early, like when they first open, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Just at the crack of dawn when the street lights are shutting off. You work your way through the crowds of the Diamond District. Find your way to the front of Martha's Boutique. The sign has just been flipped to open. And Alice has opened the door to unlock it from the outside.
And there he is. There's the little witch right there.
Jesus.
Rocking up on this place like he owns it. Well, no, but he is moving with vigor.
For Computer King's reference, this is Alice Duma
Mhm.
in the Big Book of People.
Who,
Yep.
You can
if
see
she was
the photo.
part of a political organization, would be part of the Duma.
Gotcha.
Here, you little shit. Okay, so you rock right up at the second she. Oh, I recognize you. Where do I recognize you from? She says, and that. Oh, I'd recognize that suit anywhere. How are you doing, Mister? Oh. I'm sorry. Your surname slips my grasp.
Wield grasp.
Ah, and there it is, right back in it. Mr. Wieldgrasp, how can I help you on this fine day? She says, please, come in, come in.
I need to speak to Acheron about an ongoing investigation of mine. Well,
Oh.
recently developed investigation. There was a shooting last night in Memorial
awful.
Park.
Memorial Park. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of unsavory things happen there at night. Hopefully the poor person survived this time.
Yes, he did. He was able to give me some information on the assailants. Maybe you might know something.
I may. I was just going to say that Mr. Acheron is out for the morning. It's something about a meeting. But, I can assist you in any way I can.
L.A. Noir pulls out the notebook. It's like, can I ask you a few questions?
Certainly.
My victim last night said that he was attacked by 2 assailants. Normal build, couldn't really tell what their races were. They were Both of them dressed in black robes with white masks, featureless masks, covered the whole of their face. Does this sound familiar?
Well, the white masks. Those could be made of anything, I believe.
He said that they seemed porcelain.
Ah, if they were porcelain. Well, let me rack my brain, she says. Let me look at my book of locations. In the Diamond District, there are businesses. She's like, if you excuse me, there was somebody that. Let's see. She goes over to her little Rolodex on the counter. Does anybody have those anymore? Rolodexes?
I actually have one somewhere of recipes.
Do you have? Cool.
Huh.
I
don't think a lot of businesses use them, because I don't think enough people still use business cards.
Oh, wait. It's the little thing that's like a round flip thing. You flip through each
like
card.
a wheel.
Yeah. I've got
Rolodex.
that with old school recipes from my grandma somewhere. It might be in a box at this point.
Yep, the old Rolodex.
Let's see here. She's looking through this Rolodex. Ah, she says, pulling one card out. Vestiti al meglio. Vesti glass, she says, turning the card around. We don't do everything, much as Acheron would like us to. Glass, in addition to being a rival clothier, they also specialize in blown glass. If anyone in town can do porcelain masks, it's Glace. Glace.
And they're a clothier, you said.
Yes.
Have you ever had any orders come through for large amounts of black robes?
Me, not black robes, no. I'm sorry, by the way, I meant to say glacé.
Yeah, glacé.
Glacé.
Ho ho! Or I guess in
It's
this case it'd be A.
Because I was going to say, even Italian, French, glacé. By the way.
Just
Now.
That clothier shop didn't have the makings of a varsity athlete.
She says, if you give me 2 moments. I will be right back, everybody.
Okay.
Alright. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? This guy's over here asking if we make no porcelain cult masks. Get a load of this guy. Always breaking balls.
Why are you breaking my balls?
Sleeping. She's very eager. That's because she's old and lazy. Let's see how bad this investigation goes. The last one was super easy. The lady admitted to it. She was like, "Oh, my husband's gone. Oh, I'm sorry, Grandma. What happened? I killed him." Okay, you're under arrest. You and what? Yeah, how you gonna do that, you fucking twink? Pulled out Rankle and used What's the spell called? Dizzying colors. What's that called? Because it's one of those things where the spell used to have a different name before WotC did WotC things. So Pathfinder said, "Ha, we're just going to keep everything the same, but change the names." Prismatic spray? Is that what it's called in 5e?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Also known as, I used it once in a 3.5 game and Daniel won't let me forget it.
Well, thank you, Lilu.
Well, maybe if you rolled your save. Also, how was I supposed to know the first boss we were going to fight in that campaign was already like a CR6? So he was going to resist the stun. And Duskblades are a neat concept in 3.5 that they just, like a lot of things in 3.5, they just don't deliver. The idea of being a melee character that can just for free use touch spells with their weapon is pretty cool. If only they gave you good touch spells. I think the only one you can use until you get 3rd level spells is Shocking Grasp.
I mean, it helps if you roll well, too, but...
Well, that and... Man. Yeah. It's, what do they call it? Mad?
Multiple ability dependent,
Ability
yes.
dependent, yep. Because you need to have a high end, because you want to have a lot of spell stuff.
Just
But
like
you're a melee
Paladins in
character.
3.5.
But you're a melee character, so you're going to want a high strength, except no, you probably don't. You're probably going to want to use a finesse weapon, because you're also going to want to have a high dex, so that you're not dying in one hit.
Yep, sounds like Heracles at the time, John. Oh, I need a high charisma for my spells. But
Honey,
also I
you
need
mean
my high
Hercules.
strength to do... Jesus. But also I need a high strength to do my attack stuff. But also you need a high con because you're supposed to be a tank. So,
Could be worse.
Where
We could
was
have been
I?
playing True Namers.
all right.
Hi guys. All of your abilities actively conflict with one another.
No, thank you. I'm good. Thanks. So, she goes, we don't make robes. We don't do... Well, actually, hold on. She says, give me a moment. She pulls a ledger out from under the counter. Let's see. Transfer. No. She spends a couple of minutes looking through before she finds... Okay. Let's see. 6 months ago, we had a transfer request for a large amount of black dye. Huh. Wonder who took this. There's no name.
Do you mind if I see it?
Yeah, sure, she says. She swings the ledger around for you.
What's the
And you can
date
see right on the
listed
line.
it?
So this is about 6 months ago. It was October. Hold on, it's January now. So it's August 5th, 11:39.
But it's unnamed who it's going to.
You look there, you see, there are spots on the ledger line for item, quantity, address, business and/or person that it's being sent to. And that box is empty.
Is the address filled out?
The address is, but you're pretty sure that this was not delivered to where it says it is. Actually, that's not true. It could easily have been sent there. But you know that this address is a memorial
It's a
park.
spoof.
Well, it's a memorial park address. So it could be a legitimate business there. It could be an abandoned warehouse.
I mean, it might be worth investigating later.
Maybe.
But, turning back to Alice, does this sound familiar to you at all? People with black robes, white masks. They were attacking a courier. My victim was a courier last night who had important documents stolen.
A courier? What's a courier doing out that late at night? Just like a private courier, or for the city, or what?
For the House of Lords.
Oh my. You hear rumors of all sorts of things happening at night, but this is a first. I just hope it was a happenstance and it's not a more common occurrence.
I have it on good authority that this person was working for... He was working for Pendleton, taking them to Whimsy. Is that right?
Yes. No, working
Yes.
for taking it from Whimsy to Pendleton.
Okay. This person
Which
was
is
working
kind of
for...
why he was so dejected about losing his shipment, because he's like, oh god, Pendleton. Uh-oh.
This man was working for Lord Whimsy. The documents were bound for Lord Pendleton.
That's a problem. I'm sure Lord Whimsy will be none too happy about it.
My
Not
victim
like I
seemed
could
a bit...
care.
My victim seemed a bit more worried about how Lord Pendleton would react to the theft than Lord Whimsy.
I would too, if I were him.
He left a ring as payment for the doctor who put him back together. Unmarked gold band with a platinum inlay on the interior.
On the interior, you say?
I have seen someone wearing a similar ring, but their platinum band was on the exterior.
I see. Do you have any idea what it could be? She says.
My guess is that it's a mark of employment, but that's why I wanted to ask Acheron. If anyone would know the eccentricities of the rich folk in this part of town, it would probably be him.
Make me an insight, or whatever we call insight here.
I guess it would be, either diplomacy, or they would make... I guess it would be... Yeah, diplomacy?
I think it's diplomacy in this.
It's either one of those things, or technically they make a roll, but this is easier.
Well, basically the way they set it up is it would be a DC on my end. You guys
Yeah.
are the ones doing all the rolling.
It's acceptable.
Let's see here. Diplomacy. You can tell that she seems to know a little more than she's letting on.
Miss Duma, if you know something you're not telling me, this could be of vital importance to the safety of the people.
It's not that huge of a deal, I suppose. It's supposed to be kind of an inside secret. In the Hollows. Just pulling up the business real fast. You're aware of... let's see here. You're aware of the UHRF? Yes?
Let's say I'm not.
The United House Recreation Facility. It's a boys' club specifically for the houses. Them and the Officers Club next door both do similar things with rings. That platinum striping is on gold is usually a United House signifier.
Well, it's possible that as someone in the employ of the houses, this courier could have had that as a mark of station.
Well, that's just the thing of it. That when the ring is turned inside like that, that's a signifier that someone is, let's just call them an applicant. It is someone, well, it is a member of the noble houses who's decided that they want to become a member. And the work you do for the UHRF will basically buy your way onto it with the work you do for them.
So not only was my courier working for a member of one of the great houses, but was also trying to get access to a boys' club run exclusively by members of the nobility, while himself is a member of the nobility.
Say that again?
While he himself is, at least by blood, a member of the nobility.
Yes. Technically, it's a charter thing for them. You can pay your way on, but even most of the houses don't have the kind of money that someone would need to just pay their dues and come on as a full member. Most have to work their way up. That's what that ring signifies. When the time comes, they pay for a runesmith to magically turn it inside out.
Do you know any runesmiths who have worked with this before? Maybe recently?
They have their own on retainer.
Have you heard of any groups recently who have had vocal disagreements with the houses? I know that the recent votes have been contentious, but ones who might take this out on them physically?
Well, I did happen to pick up this morning's edition of The Evening Whispers, or I suppose it'd be last night's edition.
Do you have the copy with you still?
Yes, she says, as she looks over to her stack of papers and pulls one out. And right on the headline is I don't have a physical copy for you this week. There will be one next week.
But it's the list
yes,
got published.
So they didn't physically publish the list itself, but they wrote it in an inside report has leaked. Discussing insiders to the insiders to the events of January 1st have anonymously reported that these houses are the ones that voted yes for the child labor bill.
And Pendleton voted yes, correct?
Pendleton voted no.
Pendleton voted no.
Oh.
Yeah, the note is in the letters and notes section if you want to double check.
Pendleton voted no, though. Unless this person knows that letter was entrusted to either Whimsy or Pendleton and was using that as
While you're doing this, I'm going to cut to somebody real fast. We'll continue your investigation. Don't you worry. we're just going to introduce somebody.
Yeah, I hope I don't overrun these scenes, but I do enjoy investigating.
You're fine. I love giving you enough rope to hang yourself with. Hold on 2 seconds.
Hey, I'm gonna clean up this shitty. One job at a time.
One job.
Sorry, it sounded like the cat was doing something he shouldn't have been. Okay.
How dare.
I know. Pissing on my bath mat. Again! I just cleaned it yesterday, and these little fuckers done it again. Anyway. So, you, yeah, we're gonna cut real fast to, Devlin, one more time.
Okay.
Devlin, you've made your way over to the Diamond District from the moorings. It's a walk, but it's doable, unless you took a ferry.
No, it's a walk.
Okay. Past Sentinel Isle, on the only safe stretch of road that leads through Grey Quarter, and on the thin line that is between Memorial Park and Market Square, into the Diamond District. Martha's Boutique is right there. And it looks like they've just opened. Oh,
So,
sorry.
who's around?
Are we headed in?
Yes.
What's that?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. So, you make your way in. The Diamond District, by the way, is everything that the moorings is not. Tall buildings that look, impossibly tall buildings that never should be able to stand on their own feet, you'd think. Perfectly paved roads, horseless carriages as far as the eye can see, street lamps that aren't just torches turned on and off at night. And Martha's Boutique, a perfect little venue nestled within a couple of perfect little building blocks, city blocks. Step in through the front door, and you see two people here. One behind the counter answering questions, and the other with a notebook. What does Oren look like, by the way?
Well, Oren is in a freshly laundered suit. It is a two-piece, very well-tailored suit with a long black, I think they're called overcoat, the very old-style, heavy fabric. A greatcoat.
Okay.
A heavy, black greatcoat on. And I don't think they've met before, have they?
Nope.
No.
A wide-brimmed, beat-up-to-hell, dusty old farmer's hat.
Like
Oren
an Amish
is-
person's hat.
Yeah, but made out of what seems to be a thin, blackish, brownish leather. With wild, short-ish black hair, but something you notice if you stare at it long enough is the hair moves.
All right.
And as you cross the threshold, there's the sound of a bell. As Alice looks over. Oh, another customer.
And
Yes,
Sorry. We'll look back, because another striking thing is pale skin with kind of a pinkish purplish modeling to it. But the most striking thing is one eye is no pupil, purple iris. The other eye is completely Vanta black, like no light escapes. It looks like a flat black sheen no matter what angle you're looking at it from.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I will be with you in just a moment. I was finishing up answering some questions for our young detective here.
Oh, all right. Detective, hmm?
Private investigator, Aaron Wieldgrass.
Ah, nice to meet you. Damien Darren Devlin, and I'm not up to any no good.
Aaron smiles and nods. Good.
If I forgot to mention Aaron's name, that's my bad. It does
No, you
ring.
mentioned it.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Okay.
Well, if you can't think of anyone else who might have been involved, that's about all I've got at the moment for you. Thank you for your time, Miss Duma.
Anytime. Anything to help the police.
I'm unaffiliated.
Right. Well, I'll let Acheron know you were looking for him. Maybe he knows a little more than I do.
Thank you.
He
been very
will be
helpful.
at the gala tonight if you don't find him before then.
Yes, he just gave me an invite,
Oh, did
Huh?
he?
You're going to the gala
and
too.
he, well, basically sent me here so that I can find appropriate clothes. He gestures to his like everyday work clothes.
Ah, well, we can certainly help you do that.
They do great work. I was dressed up in the same stuff I've been wearing on the farm for months. Well, years before I came here.
Yes, but after enough time, it is very hard to get the slightest scent of fish out of your clothes when you work on the ships all day.
You should try growing up around pigs and sheep. You know the smells they get in their wool? Ugh.
Oh no, I don't want to know.
Thank you. Or was there something I was going to say?
And as
No, I
Aaron
think-
moves out of the way, crossing a little closer towards you, Devlin, you swear that something under his hat hisses at you.
Give the hat a funny look.
Oh, that's Rankle. He's my what's-it.
Oh, all right. What is a what's it?
Good question. I don't really know.
The
You want to meet
question
him?
everyone should have been asking this entire time.
Well, I got your name from Acheron as well. Something about a meeting and potential work. I don't know.
That actually probably does catch Aaron off guard, who looks not suspicious at you, but is like, what is Acheron doing throwing my name around? Well, right now I'm busy with an investigation, but I don't have any more leads until Acheron gets back, so...
Well, I just saw him this morning.
Dressed
Oh,
up
yeah.
in the weirdest looking suit you've ever seen.
Guess we're both waiting for Acheron to get here.
Well,
I'm not sure when he's going to be back, but like I said, he's going to be at the gala tonight. So if you have other things to do today, they can't wait on him all day. Lord knows I can't, usually. He'll always
Well,
be there.
The only thing I can do right now is get myself properly dressed. And Acheron said to put it on his tab.
Is he ever going to get us real business? I'm joking. No, she doesn't say that. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Well, if you're up for a little bit of investigating, Devlin, once they have you taken care of, I do have another clothier I could go to.
Oh, that would be an interesting way to continue my day, yes.
I think the comment that'll be made is Acheron ever going to take home any of his paycheck? We can get you fixed right up.
Oh, he's just putting it back in the local economy. He's a businessman, you see. He's a job maker.
Oh god, I've heard that too many times about too many people with fake jobs. What? CEO's not a real job.
And there's Akron. Great man.
Entrepreneur is not a real job.
Great
Entrepreneur
clothing.
is a commitment.
I'm
Wait,
sorry. It's a lifestyle, and I am the best at entrepreneurial.
I identify as an entrepreneur.
And then Akron kept selling his paychecks to get other stuff. You can't do that.
Never has any money, just boring. It's a huge mistake. I'm telling you, a huge mistake.
If
Anyway,
I'd been thinking about how to ruin this game for everybody, I would have made a demagogue of some kind who has a voice like that, so I could have made political speeches.
you realize that if I hadn't killed you, Junie would have. And I would have let Junie.
PvP, I might have won, who knows?
Jesus, you build.
Then I could have mixed my stuff together and go, "Your time to my life has left me scarred and deformed. But I assure you that my resolve has never been stronger. Some of the strongest."
I'm the best at being an ex-wrestler.
God.
I am bringing this country back to its attitude era.
It's all right. We're gonna get targeted by hate by right-wing bots so bad.
How dare Trump #1?
God.
I never
All
said
right.
he was #1 wrestler, WWE. That's okay.
Oh God. I think I will cut from you two. Devlin just needs to figure out what kind of clothing he's looking for. But he can have that happen off screen.
Yeah.
And let's cut over to Alex one last time.
I went to another party. I'm kidding.
You can't do that!
I'm sorry. I went to another party.
You do.
I need to be dismissed from this campaign, at least for a day, to go to my party. I mean, graduation.
Right. My political rally, I mean graduation. Son's graduation.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand about these trying times.
Oh well. Yeah, what is Alex up to after his morning breakfast?
Is the gala at night, I'm assuming, or late evening?
Yes. Night. You've got all day to figure it out.
God, I have all day. Maybe I should find a reason to just go to Martha's Boutique.
Well, you were asked to try and find somebody, but I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm technically not gonna find them tonight.
I mean, you might not find the PC.
Yeah, I'll probably look for them then. That's probably a good idea. I'll start looking at all the usual crash spots for both of us.
Okay. You could have sworn, the easiest thing for you to do is first go upstairs, check his room. Not in his room.
Right.
You go out, and he's got a couple spots in the Diamond District. Nada. Market Square, nothing. You get to Memorial Park, and he's got a fair few of these. And on the third or fourth one, again, you find nothing. But as you turn around from this basically little fifth, as you basically exit this probably fifth floor abandoned apartment block that's been kind of redesigned to fit his needs, you hear a small sneeze in one of the corners.
Corners? Look over there.
You don't see anything, but there is a large pile of, not debris, but clutter over there.
Is he under the clutter?
I don't know. Are you gonna look, or are you gonna do the NPC thing? You killed him. He was my best friend. He was the best man at my wedding. Must have been the wind.
I'll go look if it's there's like a pile of. You said was it?
You walk over to the clutter.
Is it like clothes or is it like? Trash?
It's dusty furniture, chairs, wardrobes, bed frames.
Oh, okay. Literal clutter. Got it.
Yeah. And as you're looking through some of it, you're stirring up more of this dust. You know, looking, is he under rubble somehow? Is he... You hear audibly, right in front of you, another sneeze. And popping into existence is a character.
His daughter.
Whose daughter?
No,
A child.
yeah, it's a child. It's like it's his daughter, like a 6-year-old girl. Like, have you seen my daddy? Like, what the fuck?
You see a little boy in a gas mask who goes,
Are you my
Mommy!
God.
How many Daleks are there presently?
Now, popping into existence in front of you is... Hold on 2 seconds.
You would destroy the Cybermen with 4 Daleks.
We would
We would destroy the Cybermen with one Dalek.
You are superior in one thing
One way
only.
only.
In one way, you are better at
Dying. Great line. Great line.
This is not warfare. This is pest control.
Okay. Back to the. I heard her say shit. What
Look, this isn't what it looks like.
I mean, it kind of looks exactly what it probably is. I'm just.
It's not, I swear. Unless, what do you think it looks like?
That, even the great. Wait, do I know who Tiger Shark is? Out of character? No? Okay. It looks like my brother's tastes have branched out from just the normal airheaded women that he normally picks up.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, I didn't mean to
I'm sorry,
walk in.
no. If your brother, what do you mean?
I don't know, I was looking for my brother and...
Why would your brother be here?
Is this... Where am I again?
You're in the top. You're on like the 5th floor of an abandoned apartment block.
Oh, yeah. He likes to take his flings to locations out of the way sometimes, if not a hotel.
Wait, I know you. You're Alex Cooper.
And
Your
you're
brother
a
is-
stranger.
No, I was looking for... How much do you know?
That my brother's in a depressive episode and probably trying to wear it off by having, well...
No, you misunderstand. This is Trickshot's hideout. What are you doing here?
Who's... I don't know, I'm looking for my brother. Sly?
Kill chaos.
Cooper, if you know me, then you know Sly.
I do know
problem.
Sly Cooper. I also
See, I
know
knew it.
That Sly Cooper has no business being here. Trickshot does, though.
I don't know, I check
So maybe
everywhere.
you can come play with me.
Lady, you're the one in rubble and dust right now. I think you're the one that needs
it's
to come
not
clean
my
first.
fault that this... It's not my fault it's dusty.
Well, I mean, if it's look, I'm just trying to find my brother. He's been missing, and we're supposed to go to a gala tonight.
So he's the one doing all the vigilanteing in this corner.
No, he's the one doing all the fucking.
Your brother doesn't fuck anybody.
I mean, I don't know what he does behind closed doors. I just know he takes women into places and
Pays them
supposedly
off to not talk about it.
fucking knew it.
So Trickshot is...
No, I am deeply confused. I'm looking for Sly Cooper.
Alex, you're not going to fool me. If you know that Sly is Trickshot, okay? I can keep a secret too.
I am so deeply confused. I think this calls for a roll on my part. Hold on. Look, lady, I don't know who this trick shot is. I'm just
Jesus
trying to find my
Christ.
brother.
Who's on first?
Oh my god! You know you're doing a good job when the DM is getting pissed off. Like, you know this shit, goddammit!
Look, I haven't
Just
tried to
admit
keep
it.
his identity. I was like, if it was gonna be a low roll, I was gonna have to roleplay like being accidentally giving it up, like. But I have to now try to actually deceive her.
Jesus.
Deceive.
Alright, because that DC was... Well, fucking high, but goddamn if you didn't. Alright. Okay.
I'm just some
Oh
spoiled
my
rich
god, you
kid.
Cooper brothers are the most dense people in this entire city. Alright, fine. Just get out of here, okay?
All right, strange lady.
It's
Can I-
Tiger Shark.
Awesome, nice to meet you, Tiger Shark. Good luck with your search. No, it doesn't mean she doesn't have to entirely believe me. She could like find a way to follow me at some point and be like, "Aha, I knew it."
She genuinely believes you have no fucking clue what's going on.
But she could still think that he's the vigilante and I just don't know, so that's fair. I love this. I love this so much.
Damn.
Yeah, I leave.
This is as bad as the fucking meme of what is a skeleton's favorite snack.
Ribs.
Ribs! Why must you always disappoint me? Fuck! Just this smashing his head onto the fucking countertop. Fuck! Okay. Well, after that, I think we're done for the night because.
Oops.
Yeah.
Seafoam Bay.
If there were other people here, I would have a scene for Gideon, but other people are not here, so I don't have a scene for Gideon.
Gideon shows up, and it's just all he hears is somewhere in the distance, "As the leader of the Grinning Devils."
God. As the leader of the Grinning Devils, I will make the Grinning Devils great again. Once again, they will be great. Greater than the Gilded Claw ever was, and ever will be.
I'm gonna put it out there.
We were always better than the Gilded Claw.
Just because you're player characters doesn't mean my Gilded Claw wasn't good.
Nope, it's a player character privilege.
You need to check your player character privilege at the door.
Okay, now you've completely lost me. You have lost the verisimilitude of your.
You need to check your.
He's fake.
You need to check your political correctness at the door. All right.
He's a liar. He's a faker. And all around, he's just not very nice. Not very nice.
Some of them, I assume, are nice people, but this man is not sending his best speech. You
Look
can
at my
clearly
DM
see.
over there.
I am superior.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
All right. No, you're fine.
Look at my DM over there.
I'm listening.
Look
Look at my
just
DM over
quoting.
there. I'm listening. So, that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and get out of here for today. Let's start with some sign-offs, starting with Computer King.
Hey, I'm Computer King, the supervillain of streaming, and you caught me playing Damien Darren Devlin, who needs some new clothes. Not the Emperor's new clothes. He doesn't want to show up to the gala naked. And he just run into and made a new friend whose name got dropped. And he's probably a little salty about it. And he has a what's it under his hat. What the fuck's a what's it? I don't know if I want to know anymore. Because he doesn't have it, and he has it under his hat, so yeah. Hopefully it has some useful purpose. That's about all I got. Moving on back to the GM.
Alrighty. On over to Arn.
Hello, my fellow gamers! Hi ho, friendolas, is me, Rowan, otherwise known as Nightheart. Caught me here today playing Aaron Wieldgrasp, who is on the case again. We'll see how well this one goes. You can also catch me here on Nothing Else. I am in Nothing Else. Please cancel all your Wednesdays. Come here and listen to us do silly haha voices that are in no way based on persons alive, dead, make-believe, or possibly, hopefully, just a figment of all of our collective imaginations. We have all been in a coma since 2014. That's it for me.
Alrighty, and last but not least, go ahead, Daniel.
Last and least, it's your boy Sessugnasi69, or the Pretty Prince on Twitch. You caught me here playing Alex Cooper, who rolled really fucking well on a deception roll. That was impressive. And kept my brother's secret mostly safe, despite the fact that I've blared it out to so many other people. I find that the funniest part. I have not kept it a secret like in other situations, but I was like, nope, this time. Yeah, you can catch... No, that's it. Oh my god, you can catch me here next time. But other than that, I'm in no other games right now, so that is me.
Alrighty. And that brings it right back to me. Hello, everybody. My name is Cyrus Smith. Today you caught me running Seafoam Bay. I was about to call it Over the Horizon, which used to be, me calling it Tales from the Cosmos. But, yeah, I mean, I've got to fuck it up some way or another, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't be a me stream. That being said, let's take... what are we going to get out of here on? Because this is the only thing I'm in right now. Let's do... I don't know. R.I.P. I don't know.
Gamers.
R.I.P. Gamers, the most oppressed class.
R.I.P. Tiger
the
Shark
storyline that was
mood.
going to be from Tiger Shark
Yeah.
finding out.
Yeah, R.I.P. Tiger Shark's fucking mind.
Alright, I'll do that. R.I.P. Tiger Shark.
R.I.P. Tiger Shark
R.I.P.
mind.
Tiger Shark's fucking mind.
Oh, we're still live. Give me 2 seconds because I'm bad at this.